बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। आज के इस लेक्चर में हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं पीपीएससी इंग्लिश लेक्चर के पास्ट पेपर, जो कि पास्ट पेपर से एमसीक्यूज लिए गए हैं। आज हम इस लेक्चर में फर्स्ट पार्ट डिस्कस करेंगे और नेक्स्ट में हम नेक्स्ट पार्ट डिस्कस करेंगे। So first one is the first tragedy written in English is that is Carpenter. Queen Elizabeth had been reigning nearly dash years before Shakespeare was born, nearly 6 years. When were theatres closed in England? 1642 में theatres जो है इंग्लैंड में क्लोज किए गए थे। आप में से जो लोग चैनल पर न्यू है काइंडली चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा, वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा और शेयर कीजिएगा। इससे हमारी भी हौसला अफजाई होगी और आपको भी फ़ायदा होगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच। और आपको इस चैनल पर इंग्लिश लेक्चर पीपीएससी और एफपीएससी की कंप्लीट प्लेलिस्ट भी मिल जाएगी। The next is Edmund Spenser's The Shepherd's Calendar was written in 1579. Who has been called the poet's poet? That is called Spenser. Sackville's Garboduct reads of an episode in national history. Who was the scholarly translator of Iliad, Odyssey, and hymns? That is Chapman. The earliest morality play was the Castle of Perseverance. Who completed Marlowe's Hero and Linder? That is Chapman. Tamburlaine is a story of a Scythian shepherd. Marlowe's The Jew of Malta is a dramatic presentation of Machiavellian man. The most popular of kids' plays is the Spanish tragedy. Who was the first great realist who graphically depicted contemporary London life and its manners? थॉमस नेश। आप में से जो लोग चैनल पर न्यू हैं काइंडली चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा, वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा और शेयर कीजिएगा। The arrangements of Paris. The arraignment of Paris, Edward, the Battle of Alcazar, and the Old Wives' Tale are authored by George Peele. Okay, and the next is which work of Robert Greene gave the plot to Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale? That is Pandosto. Holinshed's Chronicle was used by which Elizabethan dramatist? That was Shakespeare. Venus and Adonis and the Rape of Lucrece are love poems. Shakespeare's first folio was published in 1623. The lines, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings," are said by Cassius. Mythology, folklore, and magic find their way into Shakespeare's last plays. Sydney's Arcadia is drawn by Shakespeare in King Lear. Whose words are these? Drink to me only with thine eyes. The line is said by Ben Jonson. Jonson's first important and successful play was Every Man in His Homer. The Fox in the subtitle of that is Volpone. The only one of the plays of John Webster presented on the modern stage was The Duchess of Malfi. Who described Thomas Heywood as a sort of prose Shakespeare? That is Charles Lamb. Francis Bacon was born in 1561. New Atlantis is modeled on More's Utopia. थॉमस मोर ने जो यूटोपिया लिखा था उसकी बात है। Which work of Bacon was left incomplete due to his sudden death? That was New Atlantis. Who said, "Reading make the full man, conference a ready man, and writing an exact man"? That is said by Bacon, Francis Bacon. What do you mean by syntax? Syntax is the study of constructing sentences. What do you mean by phonetics? That is the study of speech sounds. Who was considered the father of linguistics? A Swiss guy who authored the seminal book entitled Course in General Linguistics, that is Ferdinand de Saussure, जिसने स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म पे थ्योरी भी पेश की थी। व्हाट इज़ द स्मॉलेस्ट सेगमेंट ऑफ साउंड दैट कंप्राइजेस द बेसिक बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स ऑफ अ लैंग्वेज? दैट इज phoneme. What is the term for unchanging gliding vowels which can be either consonant based or oral vowel based? That is diphthongs. The morpheme is the smallest syntactical unit. How many morphemes would the word anti anti-disestablishmentarianism have? That is 6. A process by which a sound becomes more like a nearby sound in terms of some feature, that is assimilation. How many morphs are there in fish? 1. How many morphemes are there in fish? 2. A word that names a person, place, or thing, that is called noun. 2 words which are in some way opposite in meaning, that is antonym, that is called antonyms. And the next is a pattern of pitch across a phrase of utterance, that is called intonation. Pitch, intensity, duration, sound quality, and pause or tempo are elements of stress. Variation in speech and language patterns across groups of people, that is dialects. Which of the following is another name for historical linguistics? That is called diachronic linguistics. Which of the following is the study of languages as spoken or written in samples of real texts rather than of grammar rules? That is corpus linguistics. What is the name of the branch of linguistics concerned with speech sounds, that is called phonology? What is the term given to the study of language and society, that is called sociolinguistics? What is semantics? That is the branch of linguistics and logic concerned with meaning. What major linguistics change occurred in Middle English, that is the Great Wall Shift? What part of speech is to in the phrase he drove quickly to her house? To is a preposition. From which language were the following borrowed? Government, peasant and prisoner, that is Klingon. I hope it's clear to all of you. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.